much to hide your grey hair. Hello. Oh, a new dog.
I suppose it's the last time since she was here.
Exactly, it's yours. Does it have a name or number?
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, tea. A lot of new houses coming up for Ellen. Oh, no. It's an awful lot. To return to where I was brought up after quite a long time just conjures all these very innocent and, I have to say, lovely memories. She was...
You look so innocent looking
Oh,
there.
I do, don't I? And I'm mine in that blouse and pullover and...
79.
79. Oh, oops.
The first time we recognised a tune that you ever made in a piano.
Younger special beer or something.
Of course.
And I can remember Mum,
The
even the overall she's wearing, it's like, God, I remember that. I mean, you could just feel it, you know.
Typical scene.
This is Dad.
What kind of music did it play?
Well, it was Scottish, like Scottish traditional music. Obviously a wedding or something, maybe. See, Mum never really, although she liked to play.
Was it to read everything?
Well, she could read. She could read, but she didn't have like this sort of natural delivery. Whereas Dad, I think, could.
Oh, he just could play.
But, and I think probably it's the sort of naturalness. I mean, I used to play by ear when I was little, and he used to encourage that. And Mum, she was like forcing us to read.
I think it was very difficult for Mum and Dad when you left home.
Yeah.
Both Evelyn and Dad must have felt the same in music because they could pick it up the same way. I think there must have been a bond there between them and how they could relate to music. It was just nature to them. I could run exactly.
Go on then. Well, I'm telling you, what a mess you have having here. But interesting bits you've got, though.
It's a bit sharp and heavy for a finger.
Is it right? It's half a sharp. My dad stopped playing once I and my brothers were born. Why this was the case, I've absolutely no idea. The only time he did, in fact, was during Christmas Eve, and my mother used to play the organ, you know, for the Christmas Eve services, and so sometimes my two brothers would go with her. So I would just be left in the house with my dad. That was the time when he would bring the accordion out. And I'd always ask him to play this thing, to play it, play it, play it. And then I would want to have a go. And of course, there's this great big machine buried me practically. Certainly, I was Daddy's girl, and I was very fond of my father. It's difficult to describe something like that, but it's just one of those things that this sort of silent energy or chemistry or whatever comes to the fore, and it's one of those things that you, in a way, want to keep quite secret. And certainly that hasn't disappeared to this day, you know, even although, you know, it's been several years since Dad died, that feeling is definitely still there, and he's definitely a source of inspiration for me. Once he died, it was a terrible loss, but at the same time, I felt as though I was given something really quite extraordinary to just drive me forward. Just some kind of force or other that made me think, right, now I've got to gather myself together, and I have to try to make the most I possibly can out of my life. It was as though I was carrying Dad's life as well, you know. I felt I was doing, for a while I felt as though I was doing everything for him. To leave home, I felt I needed certain things, you know, homemade jam or something like that. And even now, that's definitely the case, but it's more the feeling of having Dad inside that's important.